Hello, my name is D1 Griggs. I'm with the Youth Empowerment Health Advocacy for the St. Louis Health Department. And today a question arose to me, why do we have war? But before you answer this question, let me ask you your opinion. Why do we have thugs? But more importantly, why do we have people who develop the thug mentality or create the thug mentality? See, there are many perspectives on that issue. But when I thought on these things, I thought back to the times when I was in the game and gang banging. And I really thought back to the fact that when I was in the streets, I was twisted in the mind because I was searching for a place of love. But I was residing in a place where envy, hate, and jealousy resided. However, I changed my thoughts towards life and people as well. And I realize now that people are instilled with values, human values. These values are truth, right action, peace, love, and nonviolence. And we all can connect these values together to work together. I learned about these values in the Saythia side, education and human values. And this education reiterates these values so that we all can work together with these values to create unity in the community. And it also humbles the corrupt mind and the corrupt spirit of those who have already claimed death as their fate. And we understand now through this course or education that we are all universal pieces and we all connect together and that we need one another to survive.
So, love with truth brings devotion in any genre of true love. Love cannot ferment without me because if it is not true, then it isn't. There will be seldom peace without truth, but when we combine, we make perfection and completion, binding strong every positive, healthy relationship, even if it's a keen settledness with nature. Right manners cannot be performed if it isn't really one's heart and mind. We explore the world creating kindness, sincerity, equality, and real justice for all. Lastly, but certainly not least, truth with nonviolence is reality and deeply rooted in one's heart. Though it takes much discipline, we in turn help create love through peace, which helps us develop right responses or actions. That's what love has to do with us.
Excuse me. To contribute, we must hydrate ourselves with the Saythia side education and human values teachings, and take a step, or better yet 3, with the concept of head, heart, and hands. Right action is in perfect harmony with the concept of head, heart, and hands. What the head thinks should be critically examined or filtered by the heart, and the right action should be exhibited or carried out. This should be the right and positive outcome in every situation.
Peace with truth is honesty, sincerity, and trust. Peace with right action is determination, kindness, and responsibility. Peace with love is forgiveness, devotion, and sharing. And peace with nonviolence is equality and unity. There are many forms of love. There is self-love, meaning love for oneself or honoring yourself for who you really are. Psychology divides love into 3 basic categories, which are brotherly love, romantic love, and physical love. Divine love, also known as agape love, which is selfless love towards God, is also unconditional love, which signifies that you show love towards everyone, no matter who they are and what they do. Love does not necessarily involve people. For example, love can exist in regards to an object or idea. Love in opposition to fear begins with hope, which is the strong point against fear. Fear cannot overrun hope because if there is strictly hope in one's character, then their love will rule over any fear. Hatred opposed to fear starts with jealousy, then lies to oneself, which creates meanness in the heart that eventually develops into hatred. Love relates to truth because honesty shows truth. By being honest, peace develops. Right action then comes in and results in nonviolence. Sometimes, love can be confused with other feelings, such as affection, obsession, or feelings of friendship. Love can be destroyed by anger or jealousy that has taken over that feeling. Agape love is the divine love energy that flows through everyone. Some people know this and some don't. Although there are numerous definitions to love, I feel that the basic meaning would be the passion and tenderness shown towards a human existence.
Hello everyone, I'm Aaron Morris. I would like to thank everyone for their participation in making this event a reality. On behalf of the Youth Empowerment Advocacy of Health, the Department of Health, the Y.E.A.H program, Miss Hampton and the Saythia Psi, Neighborhood Houses, we greet you. Channel TV 10, my supervisor, Mr. Bill Dobson, all of you all, you lovely faces, parents, teachers, all of us, family of the human race, we greet you. Thank you for coming. Give yourselves a round of applause. I don't plan to be before you long, yet my desire is to paint for you a clear visualization of our last human value. Today I present to you nonviolence. What is nonviolence, I think? Or better yet, why was I chosen to present nonviolence? Based on my background, nonviolence would be something I know nothing about. Yet, because of my background, nonviolence should be something I have a pretty good idea of how it should be. One thing is for sure, I do know what isn't nonviolence, okay? Once upon a time, not so long ago, violence was as normal for me as tying my shoe. Violence was a way of life. I was once associated and a member of a street gang, organized street gang, who daily practiced and daily coached their members to commit violence as a mechanism of communication, to communicate warning or boundaries or territory. Also, violence was a mechanism or a method for a ranking process or a hierarchy, you know what I mean, a method of self-worth. Needless to say, I practiced a lot of wrong actions, not right actions, wrong actions. You know, fighting fire with fire, burning thresholds. You know, I want to go off my notes if I can. To me, in my understanding, nonviolence is the opposite of love. It's the opposite of peace. Not nonviolence, but violence is. It's the opposite of love and peace. Violence has no concern of how tall you are, how skinny you are, you know, how healthy you are or how unhealthy you are. Whether your gender is male or female, violence does not care about things like that. Violence consumes. And I believe violence is able to partake in our lives and overtake our natural selves. The way that the Heavenly Father intended us to be, it takes over us with a lack of understanding on things like love and peace and truth. A proper understanding and a proper respect of subjects like truth. Truth diminishes all things. Truth is a foundation in which anything that exists can stand on. You know, truth might not always be pleasurable. Sometimes when we accept certain truths, it might not make us feel as comfortable as we would like. But one thing is for sure, it will not misguide us. Truth will give us a clear picture and a clear understanding if we are able and allow ourselves to accept what is true. Peace is something that surpasses all understanding. It's a calmness. It's a tranquility. It's sereneness within that no one can take from us, that the Almighty placed in all mankind, man and woman. He created us one. The Almighty was so intelligent in creating us with these values to where we cannot exist without each other. You know, in order for these values to manifest, man, I confess I need you, and I cannot make it without you. We need each other to survive. Just as these human values are nothing alone, what would be right action or righteousness without truth? What would be righteousness and truth without peace? What would be peace without love? See, if a person has a campaign or something they have on their heart that they want to speak, if they don't utilize peace, then they'll make everyone at war with themselves and trying to get one point across. Without utilization or understanding what love is, I might say something the wrong way just trying to express myself and may end up stepping on your toes or hurting your feelings without the understanding of love. Without truth, I may be pumped up on the assumption of a wrong idea or a misconception and take it to the threshold of no return just to fail because I don't have an understanding of what truth is, because I'm misled. I can be doing all the wrong things or all the wrong things for the right reasons. But because of truth, because the Almighty was so intelligent, we need not search outside of ourselves. We need not go into so many institutions or buy or sell our souls, trying to get rid of the house, losing a house note, trying to buy what God has already placed within us all. If we just humble ourselves at times and ask the elements out there to reveal themselves, things like truth, things like peace. You need peace to be able to handle the things that you are meant to handle, as my good friend Brandy taught me yesterday. Peace to be able to walk away from the things that are out of our or beyond our control. And we need the truth to be able to sustain us, to be able to understand or be able to handle the fact that we can't do everything. We need love. Love, the Almighty reaches us with love. Because of love, I, who once was a gang member and now is a part of the city health department, trying to promote healthy living, you know what I mean, for us all. Health is an issue that is not excluded. It is not prejudice. Health is for us all. Just as love, just as peace, just as right action, all of it is for us all. And if we grasp these